Thank you all for gathering. I gathered you all here to tell you something very important. And that is, I want you to tell me what it will take me to sit on that throne. And I also want you to tell me how much this man here has given to you people. I am going to double it 10 times. Yes. There is money, a good day. Eh? I want that throne to be mine. I want you all to support and vote for me, so I'll win this election. That is why I called you all.
Pascal, all these things you are talking here, is it a kind of joke or what?
Does it look like I'm joking? Have you seen my status now?
I'm surprised.
If we change, you go no.
Change.
If rock and muke this.
Change.
If rock and muke na ebeze ebe, muke na shine is that shine.
Bam.
Does it look like I'm joking? I remember for Father Christmas.
No.
Yeah. So I am not joking. I'm here for serious business. So tell me what it will take me to sit on that throne, because anybody may make it noise right now. I am going to shut that person up.
Chill. Shut your mouth. Small boy, you are not afraid. You are running your mouth. Maybe you must have attempted robbery.
Hey.
Changed your dress.
Hey.
That's why you're talking to me.
My friend, mind how you talk. Mind how you talk and who you talk to.
Because you changed this thing.
This is not a Pascal you know. So if you mess up here, I am going to sit you down inside the jail for the rest of your life. If I am able to tell you in a jail back, because I won't allow anybody to put egg in it.
Small boy Pascal, don't think I don't know what to do to you.
Chifumba Malo. Because
Mr. Pascal, we heard you very well. If you have something for us, you better do. Stop asking or telling us, asking questions how much he has given to us or what. That's of no importance.
Okay. What I have here is a Ghana must go, right? And inside this Ghana must go, what I have inside is 35 million naira.
Aye. 35 million.
And this 35 million naira is for you elders. Aye. I want you to be happy. This is for you. Share it within yourselves. If you want, you can give Chifimba Malo. But do not forget to bring out Ono's share.
Don't worry, I will personally do that. Pascal, my son, I thank you so much. You have made us to believe that you are next Igwe to be.
You can say that again.
And we will make sure that you sit on that throne.
Right. That's a good one. I love what you just said now.
Mr. Pascal, just go and relax. I will, not only me, with the other elders, we make sure you sit on that throne. Bam!
Okay. Before you continue, I will take my leave now. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Don't worry. So this is how you...
You won't regret it. Shameless fools.
So I don't know.
Nanya, boy, we go so. Igu kega bolanko. Egu atachala hanchanine.
So don't worry, I will bring on no. I will take you.
that I've been controlling the women of this community with my money. She came with so much money. What kind of magic did they perform? How did they make this money? She even came with bodyguards and forcefully ordered me to sit down. No, Barika did too much. Barika did too much.
Mommy. Standing here lamenting won't solve anything, Mommy. It won't solve anything. You and Dad should do something. You must do something before it is too late. I can't afford to lose this position of becoming the princess of this kingdom. I can't just afford to lose this position. I can't. Do something. Do something.
Where could they have gotten all this money to spend them? Imagine that little rat, Pascal, burst into our meeting. You don't know whose house. And charged the entire cabinet 35 million naira. 35 million naira. And they even promised to give them more.
It's a lie.
If they vote for him.
Are you serious?
Can you imagine?
It was the same thing his wife did today. The wife came to the women's meeting and gave them 25 million naira. She also came with bodyguards and ordered me to sit down. When I refused, she asked them to forcefully make me sit down. Chief, the insult was just something else.
You mean Bridget gave 25 million naira? Bridget.
Chief, whatever magic they performed must be a very strong one. Hey! Mama, go press. Oh my God.
That is it. Catch my sister. Oh, yeah, to womb. Give her to the pempe. So, Bridget and her husband have this kind of money. And they were pretending as if they had nothing. And Ugobeze and her husband have been busting round the town. As if they have something. You see? Hey! Could you imagine how Bridget shunned Ugobeze to keep quiet and sit down? Did you see that? She sat down without uttering any word. Hey! Nemo. Did you say money is good? Who says money is not good? Ego, you tell me everything. As it is now, who do you think you can vote for? Are you the one asking this? As for me, I will vote for Bridget and her husband. I don't know about you. I don't know who you want to vote for. Onye Jigu. Gewuneso. He who holds palm front, that goat follows. Don't you know? I am going home. Let me go and hide this money Bridget gave to me. I'm just so go. I will give it to my daughter. Let her go and put it in her bank account tomorrow before I finish it.
This water is very hot. That is why I even remove my hair tie and put it inside this my bag.
My sister, you need to. You need to.
Hey, Bridget. This world is so sweet. Who will ever believe in this world that Ugobeze of all people will be this royal because of money? Hey!
Listen,
I just started. This is chapter 1. By the time I get to chapter 10, Ugubweze will know that Bridge Mwa, Billy Gates Mwa, has landed.
Bridge.
By the time I am done, she and her husband will not get 1 vote.
Wait,
1 vote.
You say 1 vote?
No.
They will not even get even a 0 vote.
Hey, Agnes.
Why you do it?
Agnes.
Bridge. Why you cook and why you see?
Let the way my fan.
No, 5, okay? Bridge.
I'm sure they will.
Why you jega mola?
Nah,
Why you do okay?
Oh.
Cook and why you see? Oh, guinea name.
Oh, gonna die.
Bridge. Why you jega mola? And they will go my bafola.
Mama, hola, dear.
Piazza.
I haven't gonna know when our palms gonna done answer.
The tough and toughest woman in Izira kingdom.
Oh, yeah, cable. I have landed. Hey,
Nebiko waka tobo no we kai moto wanya ogini na eme.
English people will say cheers.
No, cheers. Yakotuba.
Now, never mind honestly. Imagine, after spending so much, all that I spent on them, they went ahead and voted that boy, Pascal. Simply because he came back with money. Money no one knows how he made it. A questionable money. He shared the money. That's why they abandoned me. They forgot that I am the one that have been spending. I have been spending on these people. They ate my money. They ate my money and still voted for that Pascal. To God, they must pay me back. If later, they must commit it. They must pay me. In fact, first thing tomorrow morning, we are leaving this town. Go back to the city. In fact, I better let them eat that their friend.
You're so wicked. I have never seen this level of betrayal all my life. Wicked people everywhere. Can you imagine the chairlady? The chairlady, after all the money I've been giving to her, after all the money I spent on her and her family, look at what she did to me. She went and voted for Bridget and her husband. Right in my presence. These people are wicked. You know what? Chief, we'll go back to the city. But I will come back. And when I come back to this village, I am going to show them the stuff I am made of. Wicked people. Can you imagine? Why would they allow them to win? Why would they allow them to win? What we need is we're not regarding me as their princess. How would I not be walking on the road? They'll be seeing me as a commoner now. Don't you intend to do anything you can do just to make sure I become the princess? Now look at me.
Don't bother yourself. When we get to the city, I will fight S&D. I'll fight S&D. After all, a royal highness is a royal highness. Whether in the village or in the city, it's still the same.
That's
right. I'll S&D.
Ifechi, where are your guards and why are you seated here alone?
I sent them away. I want to be here alone.
And I'll be looking for you inside the house. Why are you here?
Mom, since we packed into this house, I've not been myself. And now I want to ask you this question. dad made this kind of money within 5 months. I know how we have been suffering before. Even to pay my school fees was a problem. Suddenly, he even came back with cars. He won the election and even built this beautiful mansion. Mom, what is going on?
Ifechi, you've asked me this question before and I have told you already. It's connection.
Connection? What kind of connection?
You know what? This is not the right time, okay?
Right time, you say?
Yes.
Mom, now let me ask you this question. If Dad is no more, and I'm going to take over his business, then what will I do? When I don't know the source of his wealth?
Ifechuku, you know what? We will talk about this some other time. But now is not the right time. Do I make myself clear? Now come, let's go inside.
Mom, I like it here.
If you say so. And listen to me. Make sure you do not have this discussion with any other person or go asking questions. Do I make myself clear?
Okay.
Whatever you sow, you must reap back. No wicked, no go unpunished. This life, no wicked shall go unpunished.
Okay now.
What is it? What is worrying you?
I am worried.
Worried over what?
Ifechuku, that boy has been asking questions. Questions I don't even understand myself. He keeps wanting to know how you made your money, how you were able to win the election, how we can take care of ourselves so comfortably. I don't understand it. Now he's seated outside, still asking the same question and says he wouldn't come inside until I say something to him.
You should have said something to him.
And what exactly is this something I am supposed to say to him?
How we made our money.
Really?
Yeah.
Please tell me, maybe I've forgotten. How did we make our money?
How you pushed me in killing his only sister, Oluma. Just because you want to become the queen of Ezira Kingdom.
Pascal, would you shut up?
Why?
What is the meaning of this? What exactly are you saying?
The meaning is that you made me kill our daughter just because of your selfish desire. Now that you've become the queen of Ezira Kingdom, is there any changes?
Pascal, stop this right now. Aren't you enjoying the money? Take a good look at you. You have changed tremendously. Now let me ask you, who took our daughter to the shrine? Did I? Or are you not enjoying the money? Take a good look at you. You're looking good. All flamboyant. Living in a mansion. Not to talk about the cars parked outside. Don't you like it? Or don't you feel good being the king of Ezira Kingdom? And you're here blaming me for the death of our daughter, which we planned together.
You're happy now, right? If he asks you such question next time, make sure you answer him. Tell him everything. Else, I will tell him myself.
What? Pascal.
speak louder than voice. You want power just for your selfish interest. You have gotten what you want. You have gotten what you needed. You have gotten what you...
Oluma, when did you come back from America?
Prince, who are you talking to?
My sister.
Your sister?
I not see her.
Prince, Ijikwaho. But I cannot see anybody here now.
I not see my sister. Look at her here. Oluma. Hey, I not see her again.
You not see who again?
Oluma, where are you?
Let's go.
Oluma.
Let's go.
My sister.
Prince.
My darling, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that this is even the first time you're coming to this palace since it was built.
Honestly.
Eh? Why is that?
My queen, here is a drink.
Thank you very much. Please have something to drink. You like it, don't you?
Yes, I like it. My queen, your husband, our king, really spends money here. Do you know, in this whole community, this house is the best building among all?
Agnes, what were you expecting? Listen, my husband, myself and my children are #1 citizen of Azura Kingdom. What were you expecting? Something less than this? Come on.
You're right. How I wish I'm in your shoes.
No. Never ever you wish to be in someone else's shoes. Because you do not know how it hurts when they wear it. You should be praying to be in your own shoes so that when it hurts, you know how to deal with it.
Queen, forget that. Since you have been putting on these shoes, have you ever complained that it pains you?
You wouldn't know, my dear.
Anyways, since you said so, how about the visit to the orphanage you told me about? I've told all the women, all of them accepted. Still no date yet.
My bad. I am so sorry. Please go back to them. Tell them to fix a date. Whatever date they fix is fine. All they need to do is wait for me to bring money so that we could go for the visitation. Tell them not to bring anything. Wow. I mean anything. All I need is just their prayers. I will provide everything they need for the visitation.
My queen.
Bridget.
You and your husband are really leaders.
Yes, we are. That is why the gods chose us to be the king and the... Oh, my prince. How are you?
Welcome, ma.
How are you, prince?
I'm fine. Mom, I will appreciate it if you stop calling me the name Prince.
What? Ifechi!
My queen, what is really wrong with him? To the extent he told you not to call him the prince again.
I do not know.
Children of nowadays, at times they behave strange. Anyways, I think I'll be on my way. Going home.
You haven't finished your drink. You shouldn't leave just yet, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I'll be on my way.
You were saying something.
What do you mean I was saying something like what I said before wasn't important? I said Ifechi said he saw Oluma today somewhere in the kingdom when he went out with his guards.
What sort of talk is that?
And how am I supposed to know?
And what did you tell him when he said that?
Really? Was I supposed to tell him to give her a hug? I didn't say anything to him. I was able to convince him later that it wasn't possible for him to have seen her, that she's still in America studying. And that I spoke to her over the phone yesterday as well.
Where is he now?
Somewhere in Israel.
Send one of the guards to call him for me.
There will be no need for that. I already sorted it out. But then, there is a problem.
What problem?
What if... not to worry. It's fine.
Is there something you're not telling me that I need to know?
Ask our parents what happened to me. Our parents? Our parents? What did you mean? If you would understand, just do what I told you to do. Mama, Mama, just tell me why you're crying. Why are you crying? Mama, Mama. Mama. So this is a nightmare. Again? What type of nightmare is this? My sister kept appearing to me. She said I should ask her parents what happened to her.
Ifechi, what exactly is wrong? Eh? I've been asking you this since morning and you refused to say a word. Who got you upset? Did I do anything wrong to you, or did your father do anything wrong? Did any of the maids or guards speak to you rudely? Yeah. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Thank God you're here.
What is it?
I don't know exactly what is wrong with him, but you need to talk to him. I've been asking him questions since morning. He has refused to say a word to me.
Ife? What is it?
Ifechuku, your father is talking to you.
Mom, Dad, I want to ask both of you this question.
Okay.
Where is my sister Oloma? Or did anything happen to her and you people hid it from me?
No, Ife. Ife, come on. Why are you talking like this? I told you that your sister is in America.
Yes.
She's studying in America. And she's perfectly okay.
Very okay.
Okay? Nothing is wrong with her. Nothing.
But she appeared to me in my dreams last night. Huh? Crying. She said I should ask you people where she is and what happened to her.
You didn't tell Ife where Oloma is. You should have explained to him more.
Yes, America. I told him already.
Oloma is in America. I've told you this thing several times.
Yes.
And she's fine.
Very okay.
Okay? She's okay. What you had was just a mere dream.
Yes.
Okay? It's just a mere dream, and you're having this dream because you're missing her so much.
Very true.
And I'm sure she'll be missing you too. Okay? Okay, don't worry. Very soon, you're going to join your sister in America.
How does that sound?
So we'll rest for you.
I want you to call Oloma. I want to speak with her.
Okay? Okay, I'll call Oloma. I'll call her for you. But before then, just go up and rest.
Yes,
okay.
You need to take some rest, alright?
Okay.
Good.
Don't worry, I'll tell one of the maids to get you a cup of juice, okay?
This is getting out of hand.
Is it getting out of hand?
I think I need to go and see Onyema. It is getting serious. Jaku, I don't know what is going on. Since my daughter started appearing to my son, there's a problem. And if my son gets to know what happened, there's going to be a problem. Since she started appearing, Jaku, I've not had peace. Likewise, my wife.
His Royal Highness, Igwe Pascal. Wait, is that why you're worried? Is that why you sent for me?
Why are you laughing? This is not funny. This is a serious issue. And you're here laughing.
Igwe Pascal, I am laughing because there is no issues here. I mean, it happened to me many times. Just go and see Onyema and your problem will be solved. You don't need to be worried.
Take you and collect medicine. Mana body be carry. Getting cardi roisi. Getting see the ronco. Obonye melanifa. Mana body be carry. Getting cardi roisi. Getting see the ronco. Obonye melanifa. Why are you against your conscience? Abogini balogini me. Akolu fonu, bachiriwa weputego, ega kaligego. They were insulted, they face and get money. They don't get money pass money. Of akolu fonu, bachiriwa weputego.
Good day, Ma.
Yes, good day. How are you?
I'm fine. And what's your beautiful name? My name is Neka.
Neka. That's a very beautiful name, you know.
Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome. So, Neka, there is something I want you to do for me.
What is it, Ma?
Why don't you come into the car so we could have a proper discussion?
Your car?
Yes.
No, I don't need
Wait, hold on. Listen, I'm not going to bite. As you can see, there's someone with me in the car, and take a good look at me. I am the queen of my kingdom, so I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Just come into the car so that we can talk in private, okay? Yes, ma'am.
So the thing is, yeah, I have a daughter who studies abroad, in America to be precise. And I have a son as well. They are quite close. Really, really close. All I need you to do is to speak to my son here and act like my daughter in America. Okay? My son's name is Ifechi, but his sister likes calling him Ife. My daughter's name is Uloma. So all I want you to do is just act like my daughter in America and speak to the brother. You know, there's this closeness and bond between them. Whenever he speaks to her, she starts feeling bad and she wants to come back to Nigeria. I don't want that to happen. Alright? I'll pay you handsomely for everything you're going to do.
So how is this my problem in this station?
Like I said, all I want you to do is just to act like my daughter and speak to my son.
Okay, ma, you can call him.
That's very good. So I'm going to hide my number and make the call so that okay, good. It's ringing.
Hello. Hello, Ify. It's me, Oloma. I am fine. It's me, Oloma. Oloma.
It's okay, just
I am fine. And I have no problem with my study too. How is Daddy and Mommy? And you too? Okay, my study is fine. My study is fine. I'm doing well with my studies. I am fine. You don't have to be worried about me. Daddy called me yesterday. If you don't be worried about me.
Thank you, okay? The discussion is over. Now I'm just going to give you something for a job well done, okay? Okay. There you go. That's 3,000 naira.
3,000 for me?
Yes, it's for you.
Thank you very much, ma.
It's alright.
If you have anybody to call, please be sure I'm available. Be sure you call me.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you. If I need you, I'll let you know.
My dear, what are you doing with money? Isn't it up to 2 weeks I gave you 5 million for your upkeep?
Why do you say the 5 million naira as if you gave me some kind of money that just broke the bank? Huh? Anyway, I need something bigger. I want to open a shopping complex.
My queen, what is wrong with you? What are you doing with money? The one I've given to you, I've not seen the outcome of it. Now you want another one. Now it's shopping complex.
Seriously, I don't like the way you talk to me. How can you be asking me what I want to do with money? Huh? I want to feed it to the dogs. Why are you saying this to me? Have you forgotten that we made this money together? I shouldn't be asking you for money like this. I should have money at my beck and call. We planned this together. It's our money. So you would give it to me anytime, any day. Please, I really don't want us to have an issue about...
How much do you want?
300 million naira.
It's okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give you a check whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Why are you against your conscience? Abugini balugini me. One more. Akalufano. Bachiriwa weputego. They were insulted, they face and get money. They don't get money, money pass money. Of what color fun? Fajiri we batego. They were insulted, they face and get money. They don't get money, money pass money.
What is all this? What is going on? What have I gotten myself into? Ejiku, why didn't you explain all these things to me very well? Ejiku, why did you take me to that wicked chief priest? First, it was my lovely daughter. Now it's either my wife or my son. No. I am going to carry all these things with my head. No, this can't happen. It cannot happen.
Oh, hi, darling. You said you were going to see your spiritual father. How did it go? I'm asking you a question and you're just looking at me like that. Did I say anything wrong? Pascal, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? What exactly did I say wrong? I simply asked the question, trying to know about your welfare, and you're here staring at me like someone who just came out from a demented house. Or did something go wrong? Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Pascal. Wait, I'm still trying to understand what you said earlier. You mean your chief priest actually asked you to bring either your wife or your son for yearly sacrifice?
Point of correction. Our chief priest, because both of us are involved.
Okay, no problem. Our chief priest. But wait a minute. Why would he even say a thing like that? Why would he ask you to bring your wife or your son? Doesn't he realize that we are the only two people you have left in your life? And you, how did you even get involved in such a mess? Huh?
You cannot call it a mess. When you persuaded me to do what I did, you didn't call it a mess.
Hey.
When you persuaded me, you didn't ask me to ask questions very well before I did what I did.
Yeah, Pascal, we're going to jump into Third Milan Bridge. Yes! You know, sometimes I keep asking myself the kind of man I married. You don't know how to take decisions on your own. You don't know how to do anything on your own. I was persuading you. I was pushing you. Mama, let me ask you. In this whole situation, who do you intend to use for this sacrifice?
What will I say? Ifechukwu is the only thing I've got now. And I'm not going to use my only son for that. You know, and The chief priest said I should use my son or you. And I'm not going to use Ifechukwu because he's the only person I've got now.
In other words? No, I'm asking you. In other words? Biao, Pascal Cheregodo, are you in any way thinking of using me, sacrificing Muawu Bridget? No, I want to understand. Is that your thought?
Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So what are you saying exactly? Listen, Pascal, Biko, I did not come to this earth for somebody to come and use me to do sacrifice. Whatever I did for the two of us. Let's just look for a way out of this. Listen, I'm still young. I can still bear more children. Yes, why don't we give up Ifechukwu? I will give you more children. At the end of the day, we would live together.
Then why haven't you given birth since you gave birth to Ifechukwu and Uloma? Since then till now, you've not given birth again. So what makes you think you can still give me children?
Will I impregnate myself?
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we have less than 1 month to do this. So think of what we're going to do.
Hi! Pascal! Pascal, it is you they will use for sacrifice. You are the one they will use for sacrifice. You can't walk out. Eh?
Anyway, come on, let's go and sleep.
Go and sleep where? Let me go to the room which is that you will use me for sacrifice.
No, we have to
Pascal, from today you will sleep in your own room and I will sleep in my own room. Bikogawa, Osim, let's go into the room.
We have to sleep together.
Pascal, I said I am not sleeping in the same room with you.
Billy G, let's go to the room.
Okay now. Ngwanu, come and carry me inside.
You know, Chief Priest, better make a decision now. But whatever you're doing, I'm not going to use Ifechukwu.
You will go to hellfire. You will not go to heaven. You will go to hellfire.
You must be sacrificed. You must be sacrificed. You go to help there. Because man aku money. Man aku money.
Igwe.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
To what do I owe this unexpected visit? I hope all is well.
All is not well. I personally called for this meeting.
You called for what? You called for a meeting in my palace? You gathered the cabinet members before me? Unknowingly to me? What gave you the right and the power to call for a meeting in my palace without my consent?
Your Majesty, as it stands now, I do not have to take permission from you before calling for any meeting. My elders, I am deeply sorry for this embarrassment, but I had to do the needful. I called this meeting because I don't understand the man I am married to anymore. The purpose of this meeting is to let you know that if anything, I mean anything happens to me, please hold this man sitting down here responsible.
Bridget.
Pascal.
My daughter, please, can you tell us what His Majesty did to you?
So we know what the problem is.
I don't know how else to explain this. But my husband has been behaving very strange in the past few months. Saying things I don't understand.
Our queen, if anything is wrong, try to let us know in time.
Well, she has just given us information.
Yes.
Thank you, my daughter. We have to be on our way. Igwe.
What? Why are you staring at me? Okay, Kinemania. It's your itamata. Itamatam wadoki. Listen, I have done the needful. If you like, carry on with those plans you have in your head. Before you try it, I will kill you first.
I am still going to sacrifice you.
Relaxed. Feel at home. Feel free. In fact, I've asked the cook to make you something really special just to say a very big welcome to you, okay? And I hope you are going to be a good wife to my husband.
Thank you, my queen. I will try my best.
Oh, she's so cute. Anyways, I want you to take my son here as yours. He is your blood. This whole house, everything in it belongs to you. Okay? And you, Isiaki. Awesome.
My queen, point of correction, my son is not an Isiaki.
I am so sorry. My apologies. My praise. I want you to respect Chika here. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, she is your father's wife. Alright?
Okay, Mom, I've heard. Please allow me to watch my football match.
Huh? Allow you to watch this match. You love football so much, but look at the people playing football. Look at them. They are slim. Oh. They are not as big as you are, and they don't eat as much as you do. Anyways, can we head to the dining? I think the cook is already telling me that food is ready.
Thank you.
Oh, please come. Oh, she's so pretty.